everyone, since we are starting a new year, there's a lot of focus on introspection, and so I thought today would be a really good time to sit down and talk about something that I really want to do for myself, and I figure I can share that journey along with you. Now, today's video is sponsored by HigherDOSE, and we will get to that in just a minute. But let's start by talking about what I want to focus on, and that is taking care of myself, or in this case, you taking care of yourself. It is time. It is time for us to take care of ourselves. Women are the caretakers, and we're so good about taking care of everybody else. We neglect ourselves, and in doing so, we're really not helping the people that we love. So I want to walk you through a few ways that I have taken into account for self-care, taking care of myself, however you want to phrase it, that I feel are achievable, they are realistic, and they're really not selfish, because I feel like that is the other sort of view on self-care, is that it's selfish, it's self-absorbed, and it's self-involved. And I think these ideas are not it. Okay, so things that you can do for yourself. Number one, find a way to tune out. For me, that means losing myself in a good book. I have become so dependent on being able to step out of myself, even if it's for 15 minutes in the morning or half an hour before I go to bed at night, and lose myself in a good book. I honestly, at this point in my life, cannot go to sleep without reading even just for a few minutes. It's my way of winding things down. And when I'm in a high anxiety situation or high stress situation, the thing that always calms me down is being able to sit down and pull up my phone. I have my Kindle app on here, so I always have a book with me, and reading just for a little bit. It helps me reset. I know there are a lot of you watching that are used to my monthly book recommendations. I used to do a lot more of that. Well, if you're not already subscribing to my newsletter, that's where you're gonna get those book recommendations. I share every single week the book that I am currently reading, and that goes out every Friday morning. So if you're interested in getting those updates, sign up. I'll have the link down in the description box. I will list 2 of my recommendations down in the description box, my all-time favorite series of 2022 and what I'm currently reading. Number 2, speaking of ways to tune out, this video, like I said, is sponsored by HigherDOSE, and for the last month or so, I've been using 2 of their products that definitely tick that box. The first one I want to talk about is their infrared sauna blanket. So having this in your home, for me, has been so wonderful. It's like having a sauna experience in your own house without having to go through the hassle of getting dressed, leaving your house, driving somewhere, getting undressed in front of strangers, sitting with strangers in a room together. Just, it's not as appealing. So you get the benefits of the sauna experience in your own home. It gives you that healthy sweat like you get when you work out without the working out, which I really enjoy, but we'll talk more about working out in a second. And it does have a lot of potential benefits. Let me walk you through a few of them. Using the infrared sauna blanket can potentially increase your metabolic rate, increase circulation and blood flow, help relieve stress and anxiety, possibly lower inflammation, something I'm very interested in, expedite muscle recovery, especially if you've been working out, and it can improve the appearance of your skin. And I can say that when I'm immediately done using it, I feel so energized, and then I've also noticed that it's been easier for me to fall asleep in the evenings. So some side benefits that I'm noticing for myself. Let me walk you through how I use it. It's really easy. I do keep it stored underneath my bed, so it really is easy to have in your home and then put away when you're not using it. So I like to use it on my bed, but you can lay it out on any flat surface, including the floor, which I've sometimes done, or my couch, or like I said, on my bed. Just make sure you don't do it on top of a memory foam mattress. So all you do is lay it on that flat surface, plug it in, turn it on, let it preheat for 10 to 20 minutes. It's recommended that you start the setting anywhere from level 4 to 6. I have bumped up to a 7 now. You do want a cloth barrier between your skin and the actual inside of the infrared sauna blanket. So you can either wear loose fitting cotton clothes like a long sleeve shirt, easy soft pants, and a pair of socks. Or like me, you could use the blanket insert, which is what I have been using. You just use the double zipper to open it up, slide yourself in like a sleeping bag, and then zip yourself back in. You can have it all the way up to your neck, which I do sometimes, or you can leave your arms out if you want to sit up a little bit at an incline and read. I always start with the intention that I'm going to read a little bit, but inevitably this thing calms me down so much I take a little power nap. Now it will automatically turn off after 60 minutes, so if you do fall asleep, that is a nice thing to have, but generally they recommend that you do anywhere from a 30 to 50 minute session. This is their red light face mask, and if you've been on social media, then you've been seeing all the hype about the red light face masks and all the benefits that those can have as well. In case you're not aware or you need reminding, let me walk you through a few of the possible benefits. Of course, improved appearance in your skin. It helps with treating blemishes. It helps increase collagen production, which as we age, we need a little more help with. Possibly reduce fine lines and wrinkles. And like I mentioned, obviously glowing skin. Now, what I like about this one over some of the other ones that I have tried is that it's portable. So most of the other ones require you to plug yourself into a wall and then you are stuck there. Not so with this one. So it has the cord, and it attaches to this, which powers the face mask, and then you independently charge this with a USB cord. And I've used mine, I don't even know how many times I've used it before I've had to charge it again. But once you're ready to go and you've put it on, you can use it anywhere. So if I was being really good, I would combine the red light mask while I'm in the infrared sauna blanket, but I usually keep them separate. So I can sit on the couch and read, which I do a lot, but I can also just tuck this part into a pocket, walk around the house, do dishes, do chores, whatever, be on the phone, pace, sit at my desk. It just allows you more movement. And I also like this feature. It has an added strap that goes over your head in addition to the ones that go across the back of your head. So it fits snugly and it's not going to slide off. And I also want to point out another design feature I like. The straps themselves connect to the device with Velcro, and they are much more secure on the actual device than other products I have used. And the cool thing is it can be used obviously on your face, but it can also be used on any other part of your body that would benefit from red light therapy, like your neck, décolleté, your scalp, anywhere that you would like to have skin that's benefiting from this device. I do have a 15% off discount code, and I'll pop that on the screen and down in the description box, and it's applicable to everything on their website except their actual freestanding sauna. Okay, let's move on to point number 3, which sort of piggybacks off the last one. It's all about taking time for yourself, and I'm talking about spa time, and this is easy. So take more baths. I'm not talking about a bath that you need for hygiene. I'm talking about a pointless bath, a bath that involves bubbles or salts, or maybe you're not a bath person, then have an experience in the shower. I've talked about the shower steamers for quite a while now. Open one of those, pop it on the floor of your shower, and you'll have a whole aromatherapy experience. But it's a time to recharge. And especially in the winter, I love taking baths. Admittedly, in San Antonio where I live, the weather gets a little warm for baths from about May to October. So I'm gonna squeeze in as many as I can before it gets too warm for me to do that. That's also a time to grab that book. I do read mostly on my iPad, but when I'm taking a bath, I have a newer Kindle that's, I would say, water resistant in case it falls in the tub, but knock on wood, that hasn't happened yet. And one other thing I want to point out, I've mentioned this before, I am so guilty of hoarding all the face masks that I get either through PR or gift with purchase, or that I've actually just purchased myself, saving them for a special occasion. We got to stop doing that. I know we all do that. Use up the stuff. It's there. You can get more at another time, but it's not going to help you if you never use it. I did want to share a bath, a foaming bath, a bubble bath that I've been using that I really enjoy, very budget friendly. You can get it on Amazon, but you can also just walk into your grocery store, drugstore, whatever. It's from Dr. Teals. They have a couple of scents. This one's the lavender scented one because I tend to like to wind down in a bath and not get energized. So this is the one that I like. They also sell a body scrub and like just a shower gel body wash in the same sense. Kind of cool. Glad to find something I love that is budget friendly. I also want to emphasize as we move on to point number 4, take care of the stuff that takes care of you. Now, because I am focused on beauty and clothing here, I'm gonna talk about something I think a lot of you use every day, your makeup brushes. I am guilty of this. That's why I'm including myself in this. Marnie, take care of those brushes. I'll admit it's not my favorite thing to do, but we need to clean our brushes more and our beauty sponges. So for me, hands down, I will never use anything else. The Cinema Secrets brush cleaner gets your brushes clean in about 5 seconds. If it's a really thick, dense brush, maybe 30 seconds, requires no water. And here's the best part, it dries super quickly. So you could actually wash an eyeshadow brush and be able to use it right away. The bigger, denser brushes probably take longer, maybe closer to an hour, maybe 2 tops to dry. So I love that. As far as the beauty sponges, possibly my least favorite beauty tool to clean. There's been a few things on TikTok I shared over on my stories, and that works. But a few of you have suggested to just put them all in a laundry mesh bag, put it in the washing machine with no other clothes, obviously, use a fragrance-free, gentle laundry detergent and run them through a wash cycle, and then just take them out to dry. So let's all put that on our list to do more this year. Number 5 probably should be higher up on the list, but in taking care of yourself, you literally need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your health. I am turning 50 later this year, and I need a general checkup. I haven't had one probably in at least 10 years, if not longer. I see specialists like endocrinologists, dermatologists, gynecologists, but an actual general practitioner haven't seen in a really, really long time. So I'm making it a priority for me to find a doctor, and I'm not gonna keep waiting for someone to recommend the ultimate doctor, because I've been doing that and it's been a long time. I just need to go have the tests run, do the cholesterol, all the things, make sure I'm okay. In addition to that, I want to talk about fitness. I've talked about fitness before. I've shared my weight loss journey. Clearly, I've gained a lot of it back. For me, it's finding an activity that I can sustain, that is realistic, that fits into my lifestyle, that is inherently sedentary and lazy. That's me. And a lot of you recommended a free channel on YouTube. Her name is Paula B, and she does amazing, easy workouts geared specifically to women over 50. Although a lot of people I know are not even close to 50 that use her videos. If you are rehabbing from something, it's just easy. It's on YouTube, it's free, and she has hundreds, if not thousands of videos, and all of the workouts are about under 25 minutes. Most of them don't require any extra equipment, or at most some light dumbbells. I'll be honest, I roll out of bed, I do it in my pajamas. That means I wash my pajamas more, but you don't even really need to put on special workout clothes to do her videos, or shoes. So I really am enjoying that. I just want to give you an update. I took a little break over the holidays, but if you're looking for a fitness routine, check out Paula B. Number 6, take care of yourself in the evening. So like I mentioned before, the infrared sauna blanket really helps me. I found sleeping better at night, but something I'm noticing that's happening more and more, and I shared this in a video I did recently on anxiety, is I'm experiencing anxiety. Not in a debilitating way. I do now realize that I do get panic attacks. That's a completely separate thing. A lot of it is related to hormonal stuff and the age that we're at. Something that has really helped me, in addition to the sauna blanket and working out, definitely has helped me with falling asleep and less anxiety, is something called a brain dump. Now, Paula B actually talks about doing something similar. I just modified it a little bit for myself. I have a notebook in my nightstand with a pen or pencil, and every night before I pick up my book to start reading, I pick this up instead, and I just do a brain dump and the date at the top of the page, and then I just start writing from the most trivial, like I need to remember to answer this email in the morning because it's kind of stressing me out that I'm going to forget, to big picture things that are keeping me up at night. I have found for me, it's a brain dump, but it's a way to physically vent. And once I get it down on the page, it's not like the problem disappears, but it removes it from my brain to focus on at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is inevitably when these things pop up. And for me, I don't wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning worrying about the big life picture. I find myself obsessing over the most trivial things. So if I get them down on the paper, I don't have to worry about it anymore. And it's been great in helping me have a interruption-free sleep. I want to end with, I don't know, I can't say that any of these is the most important, but it's very, very important. I would say if I had to rank them in order of importance, this would be number 2. Taking care of yourself means taking care of the relationships in your life. And I was watching a Lisa D1 video last year, and she said something that really hit me hard. It was something about, instead of, when you're thinking about a friend, instead of just thinking about them like, oh, I wonder how so-and-so's doing, reach out to them, grab your phone and text them that very minute. So I have been trying to do that more, and even more importantly, something I think all of us could use work on since 2020 is meeting up with friends in person. Now, that doesn't mean you have to meet them for a meal, as we're trying to take better care of ourselves. It could mean meeting them to go for a walk around the block where they live if they don't have time to meet you somewhere, or just sitting in their living room for a few minutes. Whatever it is, we need to have human connections, and we need to have them in person. It sustains us. So that is on my list of priorities. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye because I actually have lunch plans today. So I'm going to head out and meet a friend that I haven't seen in months and haven't gone out socially with in probably 20 years. So I'm really excited for that. So I hope some of these ideas stick with you. If you are interested in learning more about the HigherDOSE products, do please check the description box. I've got links, I've got the discount code, and all those things. But most importantly, take care of you, and I will see you in the next video.